Hello ladies, happy Thursday. I hope you have had a good week. Let's get straight into our little Pilates session and I hope you enjoy. I hope everybody is ready with their mats on the floor and in their comfortable exercise clothes. We're going to start seated in the center of the mat. We're going to start with our feet on the floor and our hands comfortably on our knees. We're going to activate our core, and I slowly want you to stack your vertebrae on one another. Taking a deep breath, you're going to draw your scaps down your back, sucking in that pelvic floor. You're going to inhale and exhale. We're going to do two more, and inhale and exhale. And from here, you're slowly going to, keeping that core tight, keeping activated, maintaining that posture, you're going to bring your arms into a T position, and we're going to do 3 deep breaths, and inhale and exhale and inhale. Keep holding and exhale. Knees together, core tight. Last one, deep breath in and exhale. You're slowly going to take your hands, place them behind the back of your knee. You're going to extend your knees just a little bit more, so still flexed, and you're going to roll down and holding in that position. You're going to maintain keeping back straight, and you're going to hold in that T position and inhale and exhale and deep breath and exhale. Last one, you're going to inhale, and on the exhale, rolling yourself back up to stack your spine, and deep breath in and exhale, slowly rolling back down to a little bit more, keeping your core activated and straight. You're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and inhale, and slowly rolling yourself back up. You're going to place your hands on your knees. You're going to bring your knees and feet closer towards your body. You're going to hug your knees towards your chest. We're going to get straight into a little fun movement, rolling like a ball. We're going to activate that core. So from here, I want you to slowly tuck in that pelvis to allow your body to roll down and fall and slowly back. And deep breath in. And on the exhale, slowly roll down and back up. Core tight. I want you to maintain that stability. We're going to do 3 more. And inhale and exhale, roll. You can see my back as we're going. We are rotating that pelvis and using that core to maintain control. Deep breath in and exhale down and back up. And 2 more. Inhale and exhale down. And inhale and exhale down. And hold from here, keeping those knees next to each other, those feet hovering off the ground. We're going to extend and holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back, and rolling one more time. Slowly down and slowly back up. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, extending and holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Placing your feet on the floor. We're going to extend them and place them shoulder width apart, placing your hands in a T position and palms facing the ceiling. You're slowly going to inhale. On the exhale, rotate and extend, and keeping both legs on the ground and knees nice and extended. You're going to inhale and slowly rotate to the other side. We're going to do 2 more of these, and 1, and hold and extend and push a little bit further. I want you to slowly reach as far as you can and back up to T-point, and slowly rotate to the other side, and reaching and extending and slowly back up to T. From here, you're going to bring your feet towards each other. I want them in contact with each other, palms facing the ceiling. You're slowly going to inhale And on the exhale, rotate and 2 pulses. Inhale back, exhale, rotate, 2 pulses. We're going to do 6 of these, starting from now. And 1, 2, inhale, exhale, inhale, center. And 4, 2 more. And 6. From here, you're slowly going to bring your arms in front of you, stacking your vertebrae on top of each other, lengthening through that spine. You're slowly going to inhale, and on the exhale, roll your chin, then your neck, and slowly rolling forward into a rounded spine and C curve. And you're going to hold. Try and lengthen and stretch past those toes as much as you can. And inhale and exhale, stacking that vertebra. And inhale and exhale, rolling down towards your knees and stretching. Inhale and exhale, slowly rolling back up. And let's do 2 more. Opening that chest and inhale, exhale forward. And inhale, exhale back up. And last one, inhale and exhale forward. On this one, I want you to really stretch forward and hold as much as you can. In this position, you're pointing your toes towards your nose. A little bit of a variation, pushing your knees into the ground, and we're going to hold that stretch for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you can slowly roll back up. From here, palms facing each other, you're going to roll down into a lying position, so your back's on the floor. Deep breath in, and slowly rolling back down, keeping that core nice and tight and activated. From here, we're going to do 1 more roll down before we get into the next sequence. Inhale, hands overhead. You're going to slowly on the exhale, lift arms towards the ceiling and slowly rolling yourself back up and extending, and inhale, exhale down. Slowly rolling, keeping arms in front of you. Controlling, controlling, controlling. Let's do 1 more. And inhale, exhale up, lifting up, lifting, 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 and extending forward into that rounded C curve, and slowly rolling back down, activating that core as much as you can to control yourself. All right, let us start with our backs on the floor, feet 1.5 feet away from our glutes, and ankles and knees fist width apart from one another. You're slowly going to suck in that pelvic floor, using that core to rotate that pelvis up towards the ceiling, then those hips, activating those glutes as you're lifting up. Once in the air, you are going to squeeze those glutes, maintaining that hip height, sucking belly to spine. We're going to hold. Inhale and exhale, making sure that you're digging those heels into ground, envisioning them coming towards your glutes to allow a hamstring activation. And keep holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and inhale. And on the exhale, we're slowly going to roll back down to our starting position, but making sure that that pelvis still stays curled until you get to the bottom, and then you can go back to neutral pelvis and spine. And inhale and exhale, tucking in that pelvis and rotating and rolling back up. Squeezing those glutes. We're going to hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, drawing the shoulders, your scaps down your back and pushing the shoulders into the ground. 2, 1, and inhale, and exhale down. Slow and controlled. I want you to do the movement slowly so you can feel that activation. Inhale and exhale up. We're going to do 2 more of these. Rolling up and squeezing those glutes. Keep holding. And 10, 9, 8. Keep breathing. Feel those muscles working. 5, 4, 3, 2. Slowly rolling down. 1 vertebra at a time, allowing each vertebra to touch the floor before the next one touches, until that back part of your pelvis, your tailbone, reaches the floor. And inhale and exhale, rolling up. Up, up, up. And squeezing. We're going to stay in the air. We're going to lift our right leg into tabletop position, and you are going to hold. Inhale and exhale while I count. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extending that leg to align the knees. Keep that toe pointing and holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dropping that leg down, transferring that weight onto that right leg, lifting that other leg, and you're going to hold in that tabletop. Keep breathing as I count. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extending that knee and holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bringing that leg back into tabletop position, dropping it down towards the floor, lifting those hips to slowly roll back down. From here, I hope everyone's doing well. I hope you're feeling nice and activated and nice and flexible for the rest of the session. Let's inhale and lift both our legs up into that tabletop position, keeping our hands on our sides. If you need to, you can see and make sure that you are activating, feeling that activation into the lower part of your belly. You're going to do 10 single leg toe taps before we progress. And inhale, exhale, toe tap, inhale up, and 1, 2, core tight, 3, making sure, 4, and 5. Making sure that your pelvis isn't moving. Let's do 2 more. And back up, keeping knees together. We're going to do 6 double leg toe taps. And 1, core tight, and 2. Inhale up, exhale down, 3, and 4, and 5. And last one, 6, slowly rolling back up. Right leg down, left leg down. And we're going to inhale, exhale, rolling that pelvis up towards the ceiling, lifting those hips off the ground. Again, we're going to do another pelvic curl. And holding, inhale and exhale for 8, 7, 6, squeezing those glutes, digging those heels into the ground. 3, 2, inhale and exhale, lift right leg into that tabletop, and we're going to hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extending that right leg and placing those knees aligned and holding, making sure those hips are aligned as well, keeping that hip height. Let's go for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dropping that leg down, lifting that other leg up into tabletop and holding, squeezing those glutes. And 10, keeping that core tight. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lengthening and extending that left knee, aligning it with the other and holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to tabletop, dropping that left leg, lifting those hips to slowly roll back down. From here, we're going to place our hands in a T position. We're going to lift those legs back up into tabletop. And from here, you're going to inhale, and on the exhale, let your legs, keeping that 90-degree angle, to fall towards the right-hand side. Inhale, center. Exhale towards the left. Making sure, if you are struggling to control, I want you to make sure by placing your hands in the back of your pelvis to make sure that that pelvis is not rocking or moving. You got to work really hard to keep control and stability of that pelvis while you are rocking from side to side. And exhale, lift. Inhale, center. If you are struggling, you can bring your knees back in towards your chest. The most important thing here is that you are activating that core and controlling those movements of those legs from side to side. And last one to the left, back to center. We're going to interlace our hands behind our head. Remember, elbows in our periphery, not moving, staying exactly where they are, and squeezing our scaps together. We're going to inhale, and on the exhale, slowly rolling head, neck, and chest off the ground, and inhale back. We're going to do 10 of these. And exhale up, making sure that when you're in the air, that you are controlling that pelvis and activation of your core. I want you to really feel a nice deep activation into that lower part of your core. I have lost count. Let's do another 5 more. And I hope you're prepared, because on the last one that we do, we're going to try and hold that position in the air just for 5 seconds. And 2. And exhale up, lift as high as you can. 3. And lift. 4. And last one, 5. And we're going to hold in the air for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly rolling down, placing your hands on your sides. You're going to inhale and double leg toe tap times 6, and inhale and exhale, double leg toe tap down, and inhale up. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6. From here, we're slowly going to do 1 more set of those pelvic curl reverse bridges. Hands on sides, activating that core, sucking belly to spine. Inhale, exhale, rolling your pelvis up towards the ceiling. Then lifting hips off the ground, squeezing those glutes, articulating slowly through the spine, drawing those shoulders down the back, and we're going to squeeze and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and keep pushing. We're going to lift that right leg off the ground into that 90 degree and holding. Keep breathing. 10, 9, 8. I hope you're activating. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep that height and extending that leg. Knees aligned. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dropping that right leg down onto the floor, lifting that left leg into that tabletop position, and we're going to hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and extending and holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to tabletop, dropping that leg down, lifting those hips to slowly roll back down. We're going to lift both legs back up into that tabletop position. we're going to place our arms up towards the ceiling, palms facing each other. We're going to lower our right arm and left leg towards the ground, and we're going to lift back up and do the same thing with the opposite arm and leg. Inhale up and exhale down. You are controlling this movement so that you are maintaining a good activation, making sure that the moving limbs are moving in that correct formation while the non-moving limbs are staying and maintaining good posture. Let's do 4 more after this one. And 1. Inhale up. And 2. Inhale up. And 3. Inhale up. And 4. Inhale up. From here, you are going to place and interlace your hands behind your head. If you need to rest, drop down. Otherwise, we're going to continue into the next exercise. You're going to inhale, exhale, rolling head, neck, and chest off the ground, keeping knees together. You're going to hold there, lift a little bit higher if you can. You're going to inhale, and on the exhale, rotate towards the right hand side. Inhale, center, exhale, rotate. We're going to do 8 of these. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 8. Back to center, keeping those knees where they are. You're slowly going to inhale, exhale, slowly rolling down 1 vertebra at a time. Right leg down, left leg down, arms in a T position. You're going to keep ankles and knees together, and you're just going to rock from side to side. We're going to do 4 of these before we progress into that same position and into the next exercise from that position. Let's lift back up. I hope you had a long enough rest. And up into that tabletop position, interlacing those hands behind your head. You are slowly going to inhale, and on the exhale, slowly rolling head, neck, and chest off the ground. From here, we're going to, if you need to, you can just keep that leg bent, but while you drop the right leg, you're going to rotate towards your right elbow towards the left knee, and inhale back and rotate towards the other side. If you're feeling, so you can keep doing it like this, keeping those legs bent. And if you're feeling like you could do with a little bit more of a challenge, you can extend and rotate, and inhale up, and extend and rotate, and inhale up, slow and controlled. You're not moving your shoulders or your arms. That rotation of that rib towards the bottom hip is doing all the work, causing a deep activation into those upper abs as well as those lower abs, while you control that drop of that knee towards the floor. And let's do 3 more. That's 1 and 2 and 3, and back to center, slowly rolling back down, right leg down, left leg down, arms in a T position, feet slightly larger than shoulder width apart, and we're slowly going to rock from side to side. Knees to floor, and keep breathing. As you're breathing, allowing that diaphragm to really lower and lift as you're inhaling and exhaling. From here, we are slowly going to lean back, arms to sides, lifting those legs back into that tabletop position. We're going to lift arms overhead. We're going to inhale, last little push of the day before we turn over onto our glutes. On the exhale, we're going to lift head, neck, and chest off the ground towards the ceiling and towards our sides. We're going to bring our arms and slowly exhale back. And that's 1. We're just going to do 5 of these. And inhale, exhale up, inhale down, that's 2. And exhale up and inhale down, 3, and exhale up, and inhale down, 4. And on the 5th one, we're going to exhale up and hold. If you want a more of a challenge, you can extend those knees. Otherwise, you can keep them where they are. What I want is your scaps, head, neck, and chest to stay off the ground. And we're going to do pulsations. Okay, like I said, either there or there, up to you. Keeping those scaps off the ground. And we're going to hold for 10, and 9, and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bending those knees, arms back overhead and back into a T position. And we're just going to rock our bent knees from side to side, allowing a stretch down the back. You're going to look in the opposite direction and slowly back to center and turning over towards the other side and looking in the opposite direction of those knees and rolling back up. We're going to do that set one more time. Okay, arms overhead, dropping those feet down to prepare, lifting those legs back up into that tabletop position. Inhale, and on the exhale, we're going to lift arms to ceiling, head, neck, and chest off the ground, placing our hands on our sides, and we're going to go straight into those pulsations. Up to you if you want to have that 90 degree or extend those legs. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and bending those knees and dropping slowly back overhead. Right leg down, left leg down, placing hands on your sides. We are slowly going to turn over to lie on your right hand side into our favorite glute work. Well, it's my favorite. And we are going to place our elbow comfortably under our shoulders, bending that bottom knee and making sure knees, hips, and shoulders are all in line. We're slowly going to, I want you to imagine there's a little picket fence in line with the bottom knee. So we're lifting our top leg over that picket fence, and what we're going to do is roll over the picket fence, lift up, and roll back to touch behind the picket fence. And that's 1. And up and back, and 2. And while you're doing this, I really want you to make sure that that pelvis is not moving and that core is activated, and you're not slumping into your body or into your shoulder. You are nicely activated through that shoulder, and you almost imagine like you're pushing yourself away from the floor. Okay, let's do 2 more. That's 1 and 2. And from here, we're slowly going to lift that leg back towards the ceiling. Keep holding, and we're going to activate, and we're going to bend and extend that leg. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. We're doing 10, 6, 7, 8, core tight, 9 and 10. And we're going to hold in that extended position, hips forward, knees back for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dropping down. We're going to rest for a bit for 3, 2, 1. We're going to extend that leg again. From here, you're going from that extended position to a chest tuck. So knee tuck towards the chest. And 1. And high and extend. 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. Keep going. I'm getting a little bit of a glute burn. 7 and last one, 8. And we're going to hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And down and resting. We're going to do that knee to chest one more time before we turn over onto our tummies. So let's inhale and exhale, and lifting that leg from here. Deep breath in. I want you to lift that leg as high as you can, so that glute's really got to work hard. And inhale and exhale, chest touch. 1 and 2 and 3. Keep going. 4. Don't let that knee drop, and don't let that hip open too much. I want that hip slightly closed. And let's do 4 more. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And we're going to hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly back. We're going to do our other side before we turn over onto our tummies. So let's finish doing our glutes activation, and then we'll turn onto our tummies. Just make sure that while you keep doing that glute work, that you're still making sure that your core is still working, even though we are focusing on our glutes. Remember, like I said, we have that imaginary picket fence going in line with that bottom knee and pointing those toes. We're going over that picket fence and lifting and toe tap down. And 1. We're doing 10 of these. 2. Keep going. 3. 4. 5. 6. Keep pushing. 7. And 8. 9. I'm making you do a little bit more work on this one. Keep going. And 10. And we're going to lift and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And a little bit longer. And bending that knee and dropping to rest just for a few seconds. We're going to hold in that rest position for 3, 2, 1. We're going to lift the knees a little bit higher. Lift that leg as high as you can. And from here, we're going to do our knee tuck, and 1, and extend, and 2, and extend, and 3. We're doing 10 with a 10-second hold. 4, core tight, and 5, and 6. Keeping those knees aligned when you're in that extended position. 7, and 8, and 9, and 10. Making sure you're not slumping in that shoulder. We're going to hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bending that knee, coming down and resting for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's lift that leg. We're going to do that one more time. As high as you can. I want you to get a nice burn. Core nice and tight. And knee tuck. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Keep going. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And last push, 10. We're going to hold. Keep going. Lift that knee. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And dropping down. And we're going to turn over onto your backs so that we can stretch out the glutes that we have just worked. On your backs, right ankle on left knee. And you're going to hug your knee to your chest, and you're going to hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rotating left knee, left ankle onto right knee. And we're going to hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. We're going to turn over onto our tummies, and we are going to do some back extensions. So let's prepare our minds for that. We're slowly going to start with our hands comfortably on our folds. And what I want is that you draw your scaps down your back. You're going to activate your glutes, sucking in that core, belly to spine. You're going to inhale, exhale, lift your knees off the ground towards the ceiling. And we're going to hold for 10, 9, resting that forward on your hands. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and inhale down. Remember, while we're doing this, we're drawing our scaps down our backs, imagining your right scap, lifting those knees again, is going into your back left pocket, and your left scap is going into your back right pocket. So you're just drawing them down and opening that chest. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. And lifting up and holding for 10, 9, keeping those gaps down the back. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. From here, we're going to place our hands on our sides, palms into our hips. We're going to inhale, and on the exhale, you're going to articulate from the top of your neck, bottom of your skull. You're going to lift your head, slow and controlled, to lift head, neck, and chest off the ground. Core tight, squeezing those gaps. And here you're pushing your hands into the ground. And inhale and exhale down. We're going to do 5 of these. Inhale, exhale up. 2, squeezing those gaps, core tight. Inhale, exhale down. And inhale, exhale up, squeezing those hands into your sides and slowly down. Inhale and exhale up. And squeezing, squeezing, squeezing. Inhale and last one. Inhale, exhale up, squeezing those gaps, and you're going to hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly rolling down. And on the last one, we're going to roll back up. Inhale, exhale up. Now what I want you to do, keeping those scaps down the back, you're going to lift your hands up towards the ceiling, keeping that scap activation, core tight. We're going to do little pulsations up towards the ceiling. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Core tight. Open that back. 5. Open that chest. Activate that back. 6, 7, 8, 9. Arms to sides. Deep breath in. Slowly rolling down. We're going to do that one more time. And inhale. And slowly on the exhale, lifting back up, squeezing those gaps. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And inhale, hands to sides. And exhale, slowly rolling back down. Arms extended out onto the mat in front of you. Palms facing each other. We're going to do 2 sets of Superman holds. Deep breath in. On the exhale, lifting knees off the ground and arms off the ground. And we're going to hold, drawing the shoulders down the back. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And one more deep breath in. On the exhale, lifting up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly dropping down, lifting yourself up into rest position. Arms extended out in front of you, pushing shoulders into the ground, and you're going to hold. Well done. We got through it. You're going to keep breathing and stretching. In this position, I want you to imagine your hands are stuck on the ground, but your body is being pulled away to the opposite direction to your hands. So you're almost like distracting in that joint of your shoulders, and you're pushing the shoulders down into the ground, resting that neck. And we're slowly going to walk over towards the left-hand side. And this left-hand side, I want you also to imagine that you are being pulled away from your hands. You're pushing your ribs towards the wall on the side, and you're pushing your shoulders down into the ground. And you're going to hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly walking over towards the other side, doing exactly the same thing, pushing those shoulders down into the ground, imagining like your hands stuck on the floor and the rest of your body is being pulled away from your hand and shoulders, pushing those ribs into the side for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly back over to center. From here, we're going to get onto all fours. We're going to extend your legs so that your heels touch the ground. And from this position, you're going to straighten your knees and push those heels into the ground. And you're just going to hold, allowing a stretch into those hamstrings and calves. I want you to try and push your chest towards those knees, rotating the pelvis up towards the ceiling. You're going to hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and dropping that right knee towards the floor to emphasize a stretch in that left calf. And you're going to hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and over to the other side. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, dropping both knees back into that all fours position. We're going to do one more stretch. So just sitting comfortably in with your legs in a crisscross position, but obviously not completely crisscross, so one leg just in front of that other one. You are going to place your left leg in the front, your right leg tucked in, and you're going to lean towards the right hand side, and you're stretching your hand over towards that right hand side and extending and stretching. While doing that, you're pushing your left glutes into the ground, and you're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly over, changing sides, stretching towards the left hand side, pushing that right glute into the ground, and reaching and holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to switch over legs, tucking that left leg in, right leg on the other side, starting on the left hand side now, reaching over towards the left hand side, other hand in line with that glute, pushing that right glute into the ground and holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and right hand onto the other side, leading that left hand over towards the right hand side, pushing that left glute and holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly back. Well done, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that session. Sending lots of love, and I hope you enjoyed the class.